Welcome to Mom MD Hawaii. Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to make these really cute. They're called ear savers. They sit on the back of your head, so when you have loops that go behind your ear for your mask, so it doesn't rest on the back of your ears, it can get very sore and uncomfortable. So people who wear masks all day, like me and a bunch of my colleagues, we wear masks all day and it gets very uncomfortable. And so I actually made some because my husband was having a lot of irritation behind his ears from wearing the mask all day, every day. So this ones I actually made on my Cricut Maker and using a little bit of a stiffer plastic. And so I had to actually cut it more times with a knife blade in order to get this thicker plastic. But I love my Joy, so I wanted to see if there was a way I could make it on my Joy. And so it turns out there is. I did have some foil acetate. So this is basically like a thin plastic sheet. And Cricut has an actual pattern that's pretty easy to get. And all you have to do is click Make It online. So I'm going to show you how to do that. To prep the acetate, pretty much you just want to put it on your mat. I'm using my small mat. So I also wanted to see if I could fit it on a small mat instead of the longer mat. So it does depend on the size. If you just make the smaller size, so there's 3 different sizes. I'll show you guys that in a second. But then if you click the smallest size, it's pretty easy to make. So here, but you want to also tape down the edges with masking tape. So I have plain masking tape here, and you just tape it down so it's nice and secure. And I am gonna show you guys how to do this. So I'm gonna use my phone just so you can see. So the size I'm gonna make, when you go to your canvas, you do, to find it to your home, you click ear saver. So you type in all and you find ear saver. They have a ready-made pattern, which is really cool on Cricut. So there's 3 different sizes. So you can pick whichever one you want and then just make it at that size. But what I'm going to do is customize it because I'm frugal and I want to save as much material as possible and not waste any. So what I'm going to do is actually customize it. And just from doing this, I know that I can pare down the size. If I make it 6.25 inches wide. So if I make it 6.25 inches wide, then I can fit exactly 4 on this mat. And then you click Make It on a mat. It's going to make it on my mat. And then what you do is in the top left corner, there's a mat button. You hit that and you can actually change how many copies you make. So you're making the same thing, but I'm changing it to 4 copies. Done. I don't need to mirror because this is not iron on. And it's going to be again on a mat. And that all looks good. You can press that again. And so this is what it looks like. You can get all 4 to fit really nicely on your mat this way. So again, if you're frugal like me and you want to save much as your material as possible, that's what I recommend doing. Again, 6.25 is the length of it, inches, and then you're going to click Continue. And we're going to choose our materials. So you go all materials and then you can just type in, I'm going to type in acetate, which is this special plastic sheet that I have here. And there's foil acetate there. And now it says load tools. So make sure you have your fine point blade in your machine. You want to load your material. So you want to do it straight into the machine. Now the machine's going to take it in. Make sure your material is straight. It's going to straighten it out for you. It's going to get ready. And then you click the go button. Everything will start going. And so it'll prepare and it'll cut. for acetate. And now while that is going, because it's going to take a little while, it's actually going to take 4 passes, I believe, to make it. I haven't actually, this is the first time I'm doing it with the acetate on my Joy, so we're going to see how this works out. And then what you're going to do is get these really cute ear savers. Now, with the ear savers, I also thought it would be really cool to decorate them. So I did cut out some names for different people that I'm going to give these to. So these last 2 are going to be for my kids. And so I used this font, and it's called Rubber Ducky, this font. So a nice bold font here. And what I want to do is, since you guys are here and we're waiting for this to cut, I'm going to put my transfer sheet on top here. And it's a little gummy because I do reuse my transfer sheets as much as possible. You can use contact paper. Cricut has a really good one. You can use paper transfer tape, whatever you prefer. They're all slightly different. I do like the paper transfer tape and Cricut's one. Again, I do like to reuse it. So you just kind of do that first, and then you carefully roll it off. I don't know if you guys can see. I guess I'll do it here so you can see a little bit better. So I'm just peeling off the back sheet. So it's kind of like a sticker, but to keep it aligned, I'm going to do it this way. And sometimes my cuts are a little too deep, so I'm going to just peel this off this way. So now it's still going. It says cut complete. So what I want to do before I take it off completely is make sure it's cut all the way through, and it has. So we are done. So then you go unload, and there it is. So let's take this off our take it off, and then you can see right here. It's perfect. So now you've got your little ear savers. Again, so it hooks on your mask. Let me see if I can show you how it works. They hook on your mask this way. Oh, this is not the right type of mask. There's masks where you have 2 loops in the back. Let me go get one so I can show you how it works. Hold on one second. So here's an example. This is a mask, and it goes this way. You hook it on either end, so there's different adjustments you can make to it. So instead of hooking on the back of your ears, it'll hook on the back of your head this way. Okay. So please let me know if you have questions or comments below. Like and subscribe if you like this video and if you want more. Again, this is foil acetate. You could also use, I've seen a lot of people use things like mats. So those cutting board mats, which may not work well in the Joy, but what does work in the Joy, I have seen where people use folders, so plastic folders, especially now because they're on sale for back to school. So let me know if you have questions. See if you've tried any of these other materials in Cricut Joy. If you have thicker plastic like this other one, it will not cut in the Joy. You do need to have something like the Maker or the Cricut Explorer Air 2. Thanks for watching. Okay.